right, man. We have made it to the big time. It's time for a real, honest to God Marvel movie, man. This is show 406. This is Fans of Patrol. I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is the sultry, silky, smooth one herself, Miss Tifobot.
What does that even mean? I'm gonna be complimented. I'm choosing to be complimented.
Yes, that's that. So the music is playing for you. Wah 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 wah.
That's just not true, everybody. This is fucking lies. But yeah, how are you doing?
Dude,
I'm doing.
So you ask yourself, oh,
You said, how are you doing? And I was going to say, I'm doing fine, because you usually ask me that. And then I was confused. Then I talked over you. So it's been a great opening so far.
It's all good. Our people are used to us, Tifobot. They know what to expect. Shoot. We could record this thing all over and over and take all kind of diction lessons and try to be proper. But what fun would that be? The hell with it.
Maybe, for some people, probably really fun.
Yeah. Spontaneity, man. So the title of the
Idiocy.
Show... Spontaneity. The title of the show is Wakanda Forever, man. So, we've talked about this. We've had opinions about this with the trailer, things like that. So we went to the show and we're going to do it today. We also have some news. We do. There is news this week.
Yeah.
And there's some real news. So we have some more Witcher news. So
okay. Normally, what I wouldn't say, which one do you think is news?
Well, I think they're both news.
But you were like, one is really definitely news. I think that's the Star Wars one.
Well, the Star Wars is news too.
It was always just, okay, so you thought they're kind of, okay, fine, whatever. I thought you were going to go say the Star Wars one was news, and this one was kind of...
No, I'm more excited about the first one.
Damn, okay. So there's also some Star Wars news, as you might have picked up from all these context clues, such as Star Wars news and was it the Star Wars news?
Right. Right. We're also going back to our oldie but goldie, and that's what's the name of it?
Oh God, the price of tomatoes. I was like, what are you talking about?
The price
playing a game.
The price of tomatoes. That we're gonna do that, and that theme is what, Tifobot?
We're gonna do sequels and spinoffs.
Sequels and spinoffs. A vast field, just filled.
Yes, many.
Yeah. So that's gonna do it, and that's gonna be all, man. Are you ready to roll?
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try.
We're good. Hold on, we'll be back. So, man, it is time for social media. So, could you tell the people, with the exception of fansofpatrol.com, where they...
Yeah, no, don't go there. I'm just kidding. You can get to us on all our socials, which is at Fans of Patrol on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can get to us on TikTok, which is Fans of Patrol 0, the number 0.
But I'm lazy.
We're so busy. But also, check out our Patreon if you'd like. We need to do that too. We apologize to everybody. We are garbage. And then finally, listen on your favorite listening platform, which we have been doing. We are there in your ear holes as you like us.
And the video on YouTube. Don't forget that, man. So.
Yeah, now put it in your eyeballs.
Yeah. You can check us out. We're trying a different format this week.
So I'm sorry that I realized I was just trying not to laugh, and then it sounded like maybe the devil was coming. I hope that didn't come onto the microphone because it was.
Hear it, but I wasn't paying attention. So.
Well, I heard it, and it's also inside of me, so it's amplified, right? And I've got these earphones in. Anyway, it's terrifying.
All right. So what do we got here, man? These are Tifobot's notes, you guys.
Yeah, they're back, everybody.
Indeed. What do we have this week in the land of the Witcher?
So I was really surprised by this news because I feel like so Michelle Yeoh is going to be in a Witcher prequel
miniseries.
Yeah, that's 3 episodes. It's a 3 episode maybe an event is maybe what you'd call it.
Yeah.
So I think, listen, The Witcher is a good show. It's a well-produced show. The story is good. If you like fantasy, I don't see how... I mean, maybe it's not your cup of fantasy tea, but whatever, right? It's a good show. So, when you see this, you're like, this will probably be, a decent show. The thing about it is, it's crazy that they got Michelle Yeoh, to me.
Yeah.
But then they had Henry Cavill, so, it's... Well, they really get him.
That wasn't a big get when they got Henry Cavill.
They trapped him.
He was in trouble at the time.
He was in trouble.
It was in the middle of that Superman stuff. He didn't know what the hell he was going to do. The next thing he did would have made him or broke him, honestly. That's where he was when he got that. Mm-hmm. So, to me, it's a get now, but it wasn't a get then. It was because people was like, oh, we're going to be watching you, Henry. And you better be good. If not, your career is over. That's where he was at.
And then he was like, look at my body.
Yeah, let me get
and don't question me.
butt naked freaks, and we're gonna have a butt naked orgy, and everybody's gonna be fine, and everybody was fine. But that actually was the most uncomfortable part of watching that show. However, so
Not for me.
I'm a little bit, I love Michelle Yeoh. If you listen to the show, I
Wait
love
for
yeah,
forever.
yeah. So I'm more excited for this news than I am of Liam Hemsworth taking over the main show.
Why would I be excited about Liam Hemsworth?
Well, nobody's excited about Liam.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying this is good news. That was terrible news.
Yes,
but even if Henry Cavill had continued and that news didn't exist, this would be an amazing piece of news. I feel
this would still be great,
yeah.
Right? And I will not be looking for Gerald or dear sweet brother Numsy to come over and over to this show to give it any kind of validation because Henry's out.
But it's also set in the past.
It's set in the past, but don't mean don't he live a long time too? So what I'm saying.
Well, right, but so that's I saw. Well, and then I read this article and they said that guy who plays the I don't know how to say his name.
Which one?
The bard, the guy who sings.
Oh, he plays the lute. My favorite character. Yeah,
Jaskier. Is that his Jaskier? I don't fucking know.
You name it. Go ahead. So what about him?
I don't know. He was listed as the guy was listed as in the credits.
So it's not that far.
Well, no. They were surmising that potentially they are framing it. Well, he'll be like singing,
narrating and stuff.
He'll be like 1,000 years ago, and then they'll go back to.
There was a woman.
Right.
She did not know what to do. So anyway, man. So yeah, man. More of this. Less of Liam Hemsworth.
No Liam Hemsworth. Yes, Michelle Yeoh. I'm looking at this and it looks. Here's the thing. The visual test is probably obviously the thing that we first engage with. Is like, is this going to hurt my eyeballs?
No,
because you're making.
But this looks done great. Shit in the past, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, when where stuff is in the past, and she looks good, man.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying like this. The cinematography looks good. We're already good on the up and up. Oh, Michelle Yeoh is going to be there. It's probably going to be decent.
Yeah, they do these with this show. And
and actually, I also saw that Dylan Moran, one of my favorite. He's an Irish comedian. He's going to be in this show.
Oh, shoot. I didn't pull one of your numbers with this one, Tiffabot. I just read the news article. I didn't even see the trailer. So
I was like,
yeah.
Hey, why are you saying that? Okay, cool.
Let's take a break so I can watch the trailer, man.
Yeah, just put that little weird music, that waiting music, hold music on.
Hold on 1 second. All right, man. Now that I'm up to speed, man, now I'm even more excited. Goddamn.
Yeah, I told you it looks good.
It looks awesome. Even just the reading about it, I was excited. So I didn't really, I didn't have to see the video, but now that I see that, it look more of that. To hell with a miniseries, shit. Well,
I think it's good that it's little.
Well, I don't think so because she can carry a show, man.
She can, but I like that things have a definitive start and a definitive end.
You don't like to invest,
That's not it. It's not the investment. I'll invest if I'm telling you, if it was 900 episodes of a show and every single one of them was good to me, I'm not even saying to other people. I'm saying to me, I would watch them.
But if you see that it's like 12, 24 episodes, you're reluctant to even jump in the pool. So that's what I'm saying.
So many. It's a lot. And also, I think that is indicative of a show that will just go on and on.
Yeah.
Because that's so many episodes that I'm like, what can't you contain into like 6 episodes?
Look, I've been watching Andor and it's the shit, y'all. I don't want it to end, and it's like on like show number 9 or something like that, and I'm like, don't end, it's so good, man. Anyway, so when you got you something good, like when like The Witcher, I didn't want those to end. Those was going great, man. Especially the first season when they did the little time twist, spoiler. They started at the beginning and met in the middle, and holy shit, it was so good. Anyway, I'm in. What else we got?
Oh my god, that was such a quick transition. So the other thing that we want to talk about is that Twitter went wild a little bit the other day when Studio Ghibli posted a thing that indicates that they'll be working with LucasArts.
Is Twitter still a thing? I thought they were in
still going.
Trouble. Okay,
they're still going.
Right. I don't think it'll be here a year from now. But go ahead.
I don't think so either. And I guess I don't know. It's fine. Okay.
Fuck them.
We're all gonna end up on the internet anyway. Yeah. people were like, "Ooh, what could it be? What could it be?" Well, this article, it kind of was like, "Oh, maybe they'll be part of that animation studio that when they made those little Star Wars animated
Visions.
vignettes that we liked,
Visions.
Visions,
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But someone else was saying that, and they didn't mention anything about like, so they were all saying it's going to be a Ghibli treatment of a Star Wars property, but other people were kind of thinking that they might be working with LucasArts to make a live action version of like one of their famous films, like not live action necessarily, but like
cartoon or something like that.
Yeah, like but more like the kind of like
Clone
the ones
Wars.
that look more realistic.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would want to call that. Kind of like like what Star Wars does.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so they kind of thought that might be, and I don't know why. I don't know which it would be, but I think I would prefer it to be
animation.
I would like them to make a live action version of maybe one of their movies. Like they were talking about Nazca and the Valley of the Wind.
What is that?
It's like a war type movie.
Okay.
Or after.
With a Star Wars treatment, like.
Well, with like just like like I think that would be a really cool like LucasArts kind of like if they did that, if they did make like a live action of that.
A gargantuan plunge to be getting in bed with such a little studio to do something like that, though.
What? Studio Ghibli is huge.
Well, I'm saying like it's not huge over here.
But well, it's okay.
Yeah,
but it isn't really a surprise because Disney releases all of the Ghibli movies in the United States.
Oh, do they? Okay.
Yeah. So they don't. I think it's a partnership, or maybe they own a stake in it or something like that. But
I don't think Disney partners with anybody. I think they probably secretly bought them. Is what probably what happens. I don't think they partner with any Disney.
Who knows?
Yeah,
I think
in partnership with Disney. No,
that's why you can.
We got something for y'all. we bought it. It's y'all's now.
So I don't know. What did you think? I mean, I don't know if you really have any deep feelings for Studio Ghibli, but
no, I have no feelings for. I don't even really, understand exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do know what it is, but I'm just saying I'm not familiar with any titles that they have done at all. Period. And so I can't get excited about it. When I saw this, I was like, Star Wars Visions. They must gonna pump out some Star Wars Visions, and okay, fine. And that's the extent of the the feelings that I had for it. Now, I didn't even think about what you were saying that they're grabbing other ideas from other properties. It'll be their story, but they'll put Obi-Wan Momobi name over a character, and but it'll be the same thing. Who knows?
No, I was thinking more like they would just take the treatment of that comic and movie and just make it, but they would make it using like the same kind of technology that they make LucasArts type like sound effects and graphics.
You don't think it's gonna be Star Wars related at all? Oh,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's gonna be, but that seems like what it might be.
I don't think they've ever done anything like that. That like I don't think they've ever done anything that wasn't Star Wars. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a LucasArts historian, but I don't.
Didn't they use LucasArts and
Indiana Jones is
Indiana Jones
non-Star Wars thing, but they were so deeply related from the beginning because of the creator, So if they did, that would be okay. So now I'm picking up what you're laying down now, Tiff. I'm picking up what you're laying down. You're going a whole different. It's not Star Wars at all. Okay. Interesting.
It probably is. I don't know.
Well, who knows, man? I mean, I guess they've only done Indiana Jones and Star Wars, and they're doing Indiana Jones again. Oh boy!
I know you got deeply upset by this.
Boy, he's just so Harrison. Just
he is old.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being old. And
and I shouldn't have done that. I really should not.
But you can't convince me that you're this adventurer, wearing this goofy costume.
Yeah, and it's the smile that really fucks me up. It's that weird skeletal grin.
What's up, guys? I'm here.
Are they fake teeth?
Well, I wouldn't be mad at him if he wouldn't. I'm glad.
I'm not mad at him either, but that would make me feel bad if I was like, look at his weird teeth.
No, he just not the big strapping.
Okay, he's old, and I hate to say that. He is super duper old, and maybe it's time for him to play more of like
A mentoring character.
Yeah, than the Indiana Jones character.
Well, he's supposed to be taking over William Hurt's character as Thunderbolt Ross, the Red Hulk in the Hulk movies. That's a big rumor. Yeah, he's playing on Thunderbolt Ross because William Hurt passed, and so they're talking about doing the Red Hulk, which is a storyline that I never really liked, but I wouldn't mind seeing Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross. I think he can give that character some super gravitas.
Sure.
William Hurt did a really good job in that role, but they didn't have much for him because there was no standalone Hulk movies, So
There's so much information that I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so as far as this, I got no feelings. Let's see what you got. And what about you?
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, exactly. I kind of, even though I like Studio Ghibli, I also am like, okay, that's what it kind of feels like. I'm like, okay.
I like how it was like little studio. Tiff was like, Studio Ghibli is one of the biggest studios in all time. Shut up!
It's a very big worldwide studio. I don't know. Did you see my eye roll? One eye rolled back into my head.
Shut up! Talking about what you don't know, you moron.
That's not how I talk. It's more like this. Shut up, you moron. I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. Oh boy! So that's the news, man. So
it's fit to be print.
That's a pretty good shit, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing Michelle Yeoh do her thing. Shit, and she's another one. She got to a certain age and then she just stopped aging. What you taking, Michelle? You taking something? I need some of them pills, whatever it is. So we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come right back with our next section. It's time to have some fun with some games, y'all. So we'll be right back. All right, man. So we are back. It's time to get it on, man. This is the time of the show that I have the most fun when we play games and we harass each other.
Yeah.
So
when we're really nice to each other.
That's right. So it is time to play a game. It's called Rotten Tomatoes. Price is Right rules, guys. He who bids over is out. He who bids as closest without going over wins. And
yes.
So if we take these movie titles or whatever it is we're doing, and we both bid, and then we go to the Rotten Tomato score. I have a suggestion this week.
Yes.
Let's go with audience score and the hell with the critics.
No, I don't like that.
I like it. We ain't never did it before. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do audience score. How about that? Yeah.
Pain my fucking ass. Just fucking.
Fine,
I'll do it. Just to piss me off, though. You pissed me off. You pissed me off.
Okay. So would you like to go first, and we're going to alternate and go down the list, and then we're going to take a micro break. You guys probably might not even notice it, and then we're going to come back with the scores.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you the first one, and you give me your score.
Top Gun Maverick.
Critic score probably like that. Probably like 95.
You're going with the critic score? We're going with
no audience score. Sorry, 95.
95%, and I'm gonna go with a 98%.
Oh, probably 100% is actually what's gonna happen, and you can't bid on it. So Lightyear is the movie I have for you. It's a spinoff.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Audience score.
Audience score. I'm gonna give it a 72%.
Okay, I bet it's like 83.
Okay, all right, check that out.
This says
the hell with the critics. And what did you bid?
83.
And I said 72. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Damn Skull.
Oh fuck.
Audience score.
46.
Woo! Tiff says 46. I'm gonna give it a 33.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you're gonna win because I bet the audience score is really bad. But
Ooh, it was a bad movie, man.
It's a bad movie, but some people really love garbage.
Yeah.
So I would say Deadpool 2 is my next one.
Whoa, Deadpool 2. I'll give it 88.
Okay, you like to give a double number. I'm going to give that a 75.
Okay. All right. So now we playing a game now, man.
Yeah, we're coming in. I'm trying to get,
Oh, shit. Okay.
I should have said, 80.
Shit. Oh, she look trying to play the game. She's trying to play the game. But see, we didn't change.
It's actually once you go up high, if I think it's under that, I can.
Yeah, you can do 2.
I can do 1.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think I went over on any of these.
Oh.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Lethal Weapon 2.
Yes.
People love that movie.
People love that movie.
I'm gonna say like 94%.
94. I'm gonna give it an 80.
I'm gonna give it an 80.
80.
My third one is a movie I've never seen,
Okay.
but I laugh because it seemed really stupid. Now You See Me Too. Do you remember that movie about like the first one that's about magicians who rob banks?
Yeah. And then they did another one.
Then they made another one.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 40%. Movie I have not seen either.
40%. Yeah, but it looks like garbage.
It does. It does.
And I think that like
I might have went over.
oh, but people maybe like garbage. You know what? I'm gonna assume you overbid, but I'm still gonna have to think about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go 20.
All right, there we go. That's a nice safe bet for
Yeah, so yeah, low high.
high impact shit.
That's a high impact bid. Even if it doesn't win, I can recognize it as a high impact bid.
Indeed. Now, let me see. So, Superman 2.
Superman 2. Okay, well, I've seen this movie.
I'm sure.
I think I don't know. I think people like it. 80, 77.
77. Nice and safe. I'm going with a 92.
Oh, okay.
Indeed.
It probably is. Like I think like the older the movie is, if it's kind of people like it. It gets.
Yeah,
oh fuck! I forgot we were doing.
I can let you change if you want to change.
No, nope.
Okay.
It's just that I really fuck. Anyway, I'm sorry. My next one is Blade Runner 2043. Yeah, see, this is a hard one for me because I liked that movie, and now I don't know how other people who like the movie feel about it. Does that make sense?
68. That's how.
Okay, that's how you feel about it. I'm gonna be kind to this movie. I'm gonna think that maybe people liked it more, and say 75.
Oh wow. Okay, I would be surprised. And my last one, The Exorcist 2.
I think they'll like that movie. Yeah, I think they like all of them. I'm gonna say 80%.
Wow, Tifflebot. I'm gonna give that puppy.
Maybe they like 3.
I'm gonna give it a 30%.
Ooh.
Yeah. In the toilet.
It's in the toilet. Yeah, my last one is Elektra, which is a spinoff of Daredevil.
People hated that damn movie. I'm gonna get that at 12. 12%, Jack.
I had to mute myself because I was coughing. Yeah, 12% sounds about right.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do that thing that I did the last time.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm gonna say 11%.
You mother puss bucket.
This is just to see if it fucking happens again.
Right.
All right. Okay. So no, a brief interlude.
A brief one. All right, man, we're back. We got the scores. We got the hot stuff. So, Tiff, if you would like to start with going down on your first one and give us the score. Matter of fact, remind the people of what we did. Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, yours would be first, right?
I went first last time, but I was just volleying over to you. It doesn't matter which one we go.
But they're in order of the.
Oh Jesus! Okay, my first one is okay. So, Top Gun Maverick. You said 95. I said 98.
Yes.
And the score was 99.
Yes. So Montego takes the point.
I take the point.
I knew that was going to be an outrageous, stupid fucking score.
99. The people love this movie, Tiffobot.
That's true.
It's like Wakanda. Everybody loves it, right? Okay.
Lightyear was mine.
Yeah.
So you said 72. I said 83.
Okay.
Score 84.
Damn it.
I take the point on that one.
God.
Yeah.
Tiff and me. Let me see. So
Tiff and me.
All right. So my next one was Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Tiffobot said 46. I said 33. The audience score was 53.
What? I can't believe I take. You know what? I'm glad I got a point, but part of me is just mad that people even liked it 53% much.
It's fresh.
Right. That doesn't sound fresh, Montego.
53. Yeah.
Oh my God, no. Okay. Deadpool 2.
Deadpool 2.
Montego said 88.
88.
I said 75.
I'm doomed.
Score 85. So yes.
Damn it!
Yeah, you went over.
Ah, man.
I know.
So close. Let's see. I
So
got
close.
overzealous. Man. Okay. Lethal Weapon 2.
Mm-hmm.
Tiff said 94.
Mm-hmm.
I said 80.
Mm-hmm.
The score is 77.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Some of these ones I was really generous with. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, right. Nobody gets to
Womp, mom.
Right,
Yep,
exactly.
that's fucking overbid that shit.
Yep.
So mine was Now You See Me Too.
Uh-huh.
You said 40. I said 20.
Uh,
Audience score 53.
I
You
won,
took the point. You took the point.
but what?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I've never seen it, so I can't say, but even the trailer, I'm like, I've spent too much time with this movie.
Yeah.
At a minute 30, I've got too much.
Even the trailer was like, nah.
I'm not going to go to a theater and experience many of those minutes stitched together into like some kind of hour and a half bullshit.
100%. Let me see. Superman 2.
Yes.
Okay. You said 77.
Mm-hmm.
I said 92.
Mm-hmm.
The audience gave it a 76.
Yeah, so here's the thing. I was really sad to see that 76 coming at that 77. We both overbid. But you overbid with your heart, though. You went way high.
Well, look, it was greatness.
You used the word like speechless. I can't even comprehend. There's people on the internet that didn't like it.
3 criminals and
Jesus
superpowers and Superman. Holy shit! How could you not be in love with that? So year next.
Yes. Blade Runner 2049 or 2043. Yeah, you said 68. I said 75.
I hear it in your voice.
Yeah, audience score 81, critic score 88.
Really?
So put that in your hat.
Wow. Damn.
At this point, you can't. Yeah, you can time me. You can time me.
Yeah. So, The Exorcist 2.
Yes.
Tiff said 80. I said 30. 13%.
Ooh,
yeah. Bad movie. I didn't know it was that bad. I watched that movie back in the day and I was like,
what was that noise?
It was terrible. It was not a good movie. It was not The Exorcist. Walking around talking about Pazuzu, you are the demon. What the hell? Horrible. Your last one, Tiff.
Elektra.
Oh, yes.
And I will tell you that I fucked myself on this one.
You should have went with 1%.
So, well, here's the thing, and it's very funny. But Elektra, you said 12.
Yes.
I said 11.
Yes.
29.
Really?
Now, so you won. You took the point on that one.
I didn't win, but...
You didn't win the game. I won the game. At 4, I had 4, you had 3, so pretty good game.
I lost the game. God damn.
You do hate to lose.
Time.
Montego hates to lose. But I will say that I got really excited because when you first open it, you see the critic score. Yeah. And the critic score for Elektra was 11. So I was like, right. I got really excited because that's what happened last time. And I was like, no fucking way. God damn it.
I enjoyed this audience score a little better. It was more challenging to me, you know. Look,
I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to say what a critic will say about a movie that you like.
Look at this though, Tiff. On my list, we have 3 that we went over on and got no points for. 3 out of 5. Mm-hmm. 3. That's shit. Hey.
3 out of 10.
No, I'm saying 3 out of 5 on my list, you know.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we shot over the bow. And I don't know, how many did we overbid on yours? None?
Yeah, none.
Oh, ain't that a bitch. Anyway, so man, we're going to take our final break. And it was time to come back. It's time to go to the Wakanda. It's time to go to Wakanda. We'll be right back, y'all.
Jesus.
All right, man, we are back. It's time, man. You know, it's been some years since the first movie came out, man. They did Black Panther. They did, 2 Avengers movies, and they did Civil War before Black Panther, introducing the Black Panther character. And so, don't have to tell anybody out there. Tragedy struck, you know, and we had...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh about that. I thought you were going to say something else.
No. Tragedy struck, and we had no Panther. And that was a while ago, and we mourned, and we moved on, and then they announced they were doing Wakanda Forever, and we were like, whoa. So, obviously, they're doing a Shuri's story, and we'll just have to take it, you know, and see what we're going to do. We got a picture of Prince Namor, in live action and movies, things like that, and so now here we are, man. So, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is the name of the film. 2022, PG-13, 2 hours 41 minutes. I did not know it was that long. Great,
Very long.
great, googly goo. Action adventure drama. The people of Wakanda fight to protect their home from intervening world powers as they mourn the death of King T'Challa. I know, mourn.
As they
Directed by Ryan Coogler, who has shown himself to be not an eloquent speaking man, but a hellified director. Oh boy! So, who's in this movie, Tiff?
Okay, it's Letitia Wright. Lupita Nyong'o. I have a hard time saying her name. I love her though.
Lupita Nyong'o.
She looks so good in this movie. I was just like,
about the movie. She was the best thing about the movie. I like to see her walk away. I like to see her come. Oh my god! Woo, she fine, y'all. She fine.
Denai Guerrera.
Yes, indeed.
Winston Duke.
I like a Winston Duke.
I like Winston Duke too. Actually, I had to go to the bathroom during this film. It was very long. But I got up and then as soon as I got up to head down the stairs, M'Baku came on the screen, and I was like, oh. So I just sat in another seat and waited for that to be over before I went to the bathroom.
Yeah, truly a highlight of the film.
Florence Kasumba.
Yeah.
Dominique Thorne, Michaela Cole. I don't know why some people who are important are at the bottom. Angela Bassett, obviously, that's who I was looking for. Martin Freeman, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Tanak Hureda Meiha is Namor.
Woo. It's Namor.
Namor.
Yeah.
Wait, how is it?
It's Namor.
How do they say it? Namor?
They said it different in the theater.
Namor.
Meaning the devil god. I'm like, bullshit. Stop changing shit. Anyway, they should have just called him the Submariner. But go ahead.
Oh, Kulkan. Kulkan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Namor.
All right. So, Tiffelbot.
Yes.
I don't know the pulse of Fans on Patrol on this because it's been kind of a hot cold thing with us with this Wakanda Forever thing.
Sure.
It would have probably been totally different if it was just the Black Panther 2, starring the star and going back to this whimsical place that we all loved the first time around. So before we get hitting it hard, it's time for a one. One word, Tiff. What you got for Wakanda Forever?
I guess I want to say welcome, and I know that sounds really weird.
Yes, you must explain.
But this movie, I came to this movie yesterday. I saw it yesterday, and I wasn't sure I was excited about seeing it.
Yeah,
I was just like, eh.
Yeah.
But everything about my experience was really nice because it was me and one other man in the theater.
Really?
Yeah, just me and one other guy. I went at like 1 p.m.
Oh, I'm like, God damn, really?
I took the afternoon off to see this movie. So, because it's 800 years old. But the theater was nice and warm, and it was really, and then like all the colors, and it felt very inviting, and like, it was just kind of like warm.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Way to talk about a movie.
Yeah.
My one word is adequate, and I'm gonna stick with that. And it's lower adequate. If we gave it a score, it probably would be on the lower side of being adequate. The things that I feared would be wrong with the movie was exactly what's wrong with the movie, in my opinion. It did bring you to a warm place, and Wakanda felt welcoming and things like that. But I had a lot of issues with a lot of stuff, and so, but I still powered through because I still thought the film was a decent film. But it can't get anything above decent for me. I mean, some of the stuff that happened in this thing we'll talk about, and I guess the overall arching arc for me is that Chadwick Boseman has been mourned, at least by me and a lot of other people, and just trying to infuse his death into this, I think was a huge mistake because I'm over that, even in my heart, I'm over that. Y'all trying to make me catch feelings about something that I have gotten over with and a lot of other people have gotten over with. And I think you shouldn't have started with him dying and all this stuff. I think you should have started maybe 4 or 5 years after he died, so you didn't even have to address it, and just keep moving forward and give us the fun and the exhilaration that was in the first movie, which they did not do in this movie. So, but we'll get into it. That's what I got to say.
Sure.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Shit, I ain't make the film.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's maybe a difficult place to be because I feel like to not say or do anything in this film would be pretty disrespectful.
I don't think so. I don't
Well,
think so. I don't think so.
I'm not saying that for the audience. I mean, I feel like they might feel that way because I don't know how, you know what I mean? Like,
See, here we go. I guess what bugs me
I
about
guess I don't know.
I guess what bugs me about this whole experience with that has happened, like when Chadwick Boseman passed, they did the little Marvel thing in the beginning with it, and I
Hmm.
almost cried, when I saw it.
Hmm.
It was whatever movie it was, and I was like, damn, that was nice. They did the same thing for Stan Lee, you know.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to this movie, they had to rearrange everything because obviously, I mean, this cat signed a multi-picture contract knowing that he
Hmm.
had cancer, so which is kind of like leaves a kind of bad taste in my mouth. But you know, he is not, he can't be in all the other films,
Hmm.
and we knew it. You had time to prepare for this. They wrote this obviously after his passing. I don't know why we had to. If he had just passed, and then maybe it was within the same year this movie came out, I can see. But it's been a couple years, and it's just like, let's just move. We have moved on. I think the audience had moved on, and it seemed like this film really banked on bringing you back in there and being sad because he had passed. And I think that was honestly kind of a cheap shot. That's just me, And I'm not trying to have internet hate, but I'm just saying I did not think it was necessary to do it this way. I would have did it when people had finished their mourning and then moved on, and then you can throw in some couple little nice things like just like brother would did it, something like that, and that would have been
Hmm.
like cool,
I
enough.
can see that. Yeah.
Hmm.
It is crazy that like they killed a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah, well, then that's another thing because you figure T'Challa's gone, everybody's safe. And
Hmm.
so then when it got to the point they were going to kill somebody, I said, "Oh, they got to kill somebody because you still have to make it feel like nobody's
Yeah.
safe in this movie." So as when they did that. So let's get into it, man. We're gonna hit some
Yes.
spoilers and let's roll, 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 roll. So we start out and a young lady is trying to cure her brother, and he dies, and they have this fantastic funeral, and that happened. I was waiting for this whole thing to get over with. It didn't do anything for me. I mean,
I just like it's very colorful and nice. I didn't mind it. I thought it was very beautiful just to look at. You know what I mean? I will say that there are some extra. There's a lot of extra stuff in this movie. It's very long.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I was concerned about Namor
I am still concerned about Namor.
when he flies out of the little.
Yeah,
This is kind of like the next part. It's like we kind of find out that like people are trying to steal the vibranium.
right. Yeah,
And they think that they're trying to steal it from Wakanda, or maybe they did try to steal it from Wakanda. Then Riri makes like a thing
Pro.
that can search for it, and they find it. It's coming from other places outside of Wakanda.
Yeah. So the Atlanteans, which were blue, I dug because that's how they are in the comic book.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I really have to. You know what? I did, and I'm trying to keep my comic bookiness out of it. Because I'm
Does he have little wings on his feet?
yes, yes, but they never flapped. Not in the comic books. They were just there.
Those flappies were had me feeling ridiculous. I was like, oh,
I didn't like it. In the
I
comic
can't take you serious.
in the comic book, he has wings there, but they're not in control of his flying.
Hmm.
His flying just happens. Um, so we get introduced to this race, right? And they are not Atlanteans. They're called something else. They're the descendants of Mayan Indians or something like
Hmm.
that. Yeah, and oh boy, I don't know how I felt about this because I didn't like the costumes and the over the top the Aztec Indian costumes. I didn't like it, and that bone in my man's nose just it took me out of the movie every time.
Oh, I liked it.
I was sitting there the whole time like, oh that shit, can he breathe?
I liked it. I was like, yeah, it's a rad look.
Yeah, I didn't like all the feathery,
Sure.
ink and look. I didn't like it. So
What here, I will tell you my most disappointing part of this movie.
what's that?
So they get they get the scientist basically like Riri, and they like when they go to Atlantis.
That was my favorite part when they went to
But
find Riri and all that
I
stuff in the
yes,
space.
yes, I loved her. I loved the whole thing. I loved the car chase.
More of that, right?
Yeah, that was perfect. But when they go to Atlantis and she
Not
sees.
Atlantis. It's called something else.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it has a funny name.
Yeah, it's not Atlantis.
Not a funny name, I should say. I guess I just don't.
Yeah,
What's it called?
doesn't matter.
Their underwater
De
realm.
facto Atlantis.
Atlantis, basically, yeah. And they see it from far. He puts her in that big bubble suit because she
Yeah.
can't go underwater, and then he takes her down there, and she sees it from really far away, and it's all blue and glowing, and it's beautiful. And then they get in there,
That's
and
nothing.
everything is a brown
Yeah.
and mush, which is like I get that probably underwater it would be brown and mush, but it's hard to see anything. Nothing looks cool or beautiful. And I guess I feel like if I'm going to make a movie where there's an Atlantis,
Yeah.
they have the technology, they have vibranium. Why isn't everything beautiful?
Yeah, and at least up to date. Everybody's just hanging around outside. So a perfect Atlantis would be a cross between what we saw in Marvel's movie and
Hmm.
what we saw in Aquaman. Because Aquaman was a little too over the top for me.
Hmm.
So a happy medium. So I agree with you with that. So we got this relationship between Shuri and Namor, and they're trying to understand each other. And they went through this history. Now I felt very Black Adam with this because the history of these people. What? Damn it! There's fish people. They live under the ocean, and that's it.
I told you that Black Adam stuff was just like, I'm not saying that that's not a valuable story. It's just like you're trying to really cram it into this
Yeah,
story, and this is
yeah,
just it's
yeah.
blue fish people, and like
I'm
it's
fine. You didn't have to explain. You did not have to explain, and so I think they went way, way, way too far trying to explain how scientifically these people could be on the planet. And I just did not care. I was just like, please, please, please go.
yeah, they really want us to believe it, and I'm like, I don't believe any of this. I'm just here to have a good time. I
Exactly.
believe it. I believe it enough to be like, this is part of what's happening, so we're already there.
Yeah,
You know what
and
I mean?
I will say this. Angela Bassett's performance being upset was, people are talking about Oscars for her about this role already, and it was very, 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 very good. She put her in a very, evil state, when she fired the general and stuff like that,
Hmm.
because she lost her other kid. In her mind, she lost another family member, and she had nothing. And I can understand that. And so I guess those are the emotions that I for this film that I did not want to see. People mourning and dealing with their feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Because it's just they're hyper at this point, and I wanted shit to go back to normal. And the other biggest problem with this movie is that they needed a Chadwick Boseman. They needed nobody really had me really like I'm rooting for you. Nobody. And I thought Riri Williams would be that person,
Mm.
and she just wasn't. She was not as interested as she is in a comic book to me.
Hmm.
Even though they tried to throw in a little bit backstory, I still was kind of like, nah, I'm not interested. And I can't believe that I was feeling this way, but the spot missing, the hell with Chadwick Boseman. Not. I mean, rest in peace. I'm not saying what I'm saying is T'Challa. I still say it's a goddamn mistake not recasting that cat, man.
I think they'll probably recast it
They are
after
now.
this.
They are
Yeah.
now. Especially when toward the end you see the boy, and now we got we got time travel
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna go get a T'Challa somewhere,
Sure.
old T'Challa, and bring him back.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So you know, so Namor shows himself to be a super villain. As
Yeah.
he's so much like Black Adam, it's ridiculous. Namor is Marvel's Black Adam.
Sure. Sure.
Sometimes he's good. Most of the time he's good, and a lot of times he's not. They down
He's like comes out of there with his little flappy feet and his funny shorts.
yeah yeah. See, and
Why were they like small but loose?
yeah.
Why weren't they just tight?
Because okay, I'm not trying. Look. I need to go to the gym, but let me tell you something. Namor in the comic books, he looks like Henry Cavill, but a little thinner. He's
Sure.
muscle bound. His character is a mega level hero. He's Thor, the Hulk. He's on their level. And Black Panther isn't. He's more a Spider-Man Captain America level. But this guy, he looked better than me, but he was like one sandwich away from having a weight problem. I was like, this dude,
I know, I thought he looked great.
he needed to be a little slender. Them shorts.
Ah, Jesus.
He
I
needed
think
to
that their shorts were fake. The most of the time we saw him in them, he was like CGI bullshit.
Yeah, and that's another thing. So anyway, yeah, the CGI fight with the wings and stuff like that, it took me out of it. Yeah, it was like this looks like bullshit. So anyway, so M'Baku, man.
Yeah, M'Baku's doing some good work in this movie.
Yeah, he's really good.
I thought they were gonna make him Black Panther at the end. I thought that's what was happening.
No, I think they made him the villain at the end. Honestly, when he became king, because that kind of happens. Because he's a bad guy in the comic, always has been. And so then he becomes king, and it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, y'all. I'm telling you.
No, Montego, no.
Baku is probably gonna be the bad guy. So he invades Wakanda, and I'm kind of mad at how easily he just destroyed this place. I mean,
yeah, he's like, he comes up and like, I mean, I don't understand. The one thing I don't understand about this movie is that, yeah, they come in, they like the water, they make the water go in.
Yeah.
But like, he has like what seems to be an eternal army of many people.
Yeah, like they don't die or nothing like that.
Yeah, I was confused by why he would even. I mean, I guess he was all dried up like a little sponge, but.
Well, yeah, they just, all you need is a water hose full of alcohol to get his ass. and we're done. We won. He's out.
Yeah. Just put him in some sawdust.
Right. Exactly. So they have this fight. They easily topple Wakanda and kill the queen. So, Shuri.
I thought that was a very weird scene because she died. It's almost like I was like, oh, why did she die?
Yeah, because she saved the gal.
Yeah, like how did she drown?
But she was exerting.
Maybe because she like pulling the
way more oxygen.
I was like, I don't know how that works, but I was like, that was weird. It seemed very sudden.
Yeah, your oxygen level depletes way faster when you move around. That's why they always say, don't move. Everybody be still. So anyway. She dies, and now Shuri is really upset, and she reinvents synthetically the fruit. And,
yes.
And when I was so surprised when the one of the former kings was not her. It wasn't gonna be her brother. We knew that. I thought it was gonna be her mom and her dad.
Yeah.
But when what's the actor's name?
Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger.
I was so surprised. I didn't see it, And I thought he stole the show in his little scene.
I did too. I loved that. Yeah. I liked that scene a lot.
Yeah, he stole it right there. I was like, damn.
He's like, no, you chose to see me.
Exactly. And so, it's kind of funny she didn't have any belief in, their ancestral plane and stuff like that. So she gets the power. She gets a little suit. Was waiting for this. Man, y'all could have brought this shit, like, could have happened in the middle of the movie. They waited so long to actually give you a hero with some action. And I think that's a problem with this movie, Tiffo Body.
Yeah.
A lot of problems. That's why, for me, it's only adequate. I wasn't angry with this movie, but it was just like all the pitfalls that they could have fell in when I heard Wakanda Forever was exactly what I thought would happen. And with the exception of the Namor stuff, because if you're going to play him as a villain, which he's not really, he's not. But they played him like a straight 100% villain.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't need to get to know him that much and all that.
Right, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, just let him be two-dimensional and call it a day, but you really wanted him to be three-dimensional. And once we got to know him, I still didn't give a shit about him. I just didn't. I didn't care about Namor. I was like, damn, I really love this character. He's one of my favorites, in the comics. And it's just like, damn, y'all played him, So we got this fight. Now, Tifobot, you're going to go fight your enemy.
Yeah.
From water. I ain't getting on no boat, Tifobot. What the hell?
No, here's my assumption of what would happen.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Like, I saw. First of all, why are those whales even dropping anybody off? They should just be like, whoop, plop, because that boat's gonna go under. And guess what? Wakandans, they may be like, really, you can't fight in water.
Yeah, and vibranium is still metal.
Yeah, you're gonna be, you know what I mean? Like, what if you just don't even give a fuck? You'd be sinking them. And then like she drags his ass to like an island.
Yeah, that's what y'all should have had. The whole fight should have been.
Yeah, why didn't you draw them to the island?
So at least there would be some kind of like and there's like no clear advantage because they would have to come out of the ocean. But they can go back into the ocean, but they could have to come out to to fight. And so at least you would have had both places would have had a safe space. But you go out there in their territory and just be like, all right, come and get us. We're all
yeah. Here's the trap. Exactly. No, you're just bait.
You trapped yourself, you damn fool.
Right.
So they kill everybody, Tifobot. And the scenes with Shuri on the side of the boat doing her Black Panther thing, I liked it. It looked good.
Yeah.
I was like, more of this. This is what we came for. And so, so she takes him on a little island and they start fighting. She set the trap in a ship, and he tears the ship up. The ship blows up. And now they're on the island.
The ship blows up. Yeah. And you guys, he dries out real quick, I feel. Well, she does set him on fire at one point.
He was in that film. He was in that ship too. We don't, it was drying him out. It was.
Sure. Okay.
So he gets on the shore, and then she burns him up too. He stabs her, tries to walk to the beach, and she gets up. I'm sure the nanites in the suit is probably helping him, and he lays down, and she's about to kill him. Not Tifobot. I understand not killing him because M'Baku was like, look, you about to martyr this dude, and then we ain't never gonna get rid of these damn people, especially that damn sister who was just a monster. She was
mad about peace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but let me tell you what I would have did, Tifobot. I wouldn't have brought him back. I wouldn't have dipped him in the water and brought him back so he can be like, people, drop your arms. I would have brought him back like a duffel bag, just holding it
all dry.
Like, beef jerky. Bitches, lay down your arms because your dude is. I would have humiliated him. Is what I would have done. I wouldn't have not gave him the dignity of coming back all healed and stuff like that. I would have humiliated him.
I think that might have been the opposite of what you would have wanted to have happen because he probably would have caused war. Anyway, bitterness causes war.
Get back.
Right, but then he'll be like, "Oh, okay." Then they all leave and they just plot your demise.
Look, I defeated your greatest warrior. He's a ragged out, and I'm a chick on top of that. Now what you gonna do?
What the fuck?
Look, come on, Tiff. Let's me and you fight. Who gonna win? I'm bigger than you. So I'm just saying.
I don't know. I might kick your ass.
In the world, I would have brought him back, not broken. He would have been dead, but he would have had the shit beat out of him. That's what I would have did. So, Riri gets a car. She can't keep the suit. That's kind of some bullshit.
Yeah, she'll about another one.
Yes, of course, because she's supposed to get a TV show.
Yes, I think this was. Yeah.
Wakanda Forever started as a TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was the initial talk, is doing a Netflix series, and maybe this might have worked out when you had to sit in the movie damn near 3 hours.
Damn, 3 hours. My whole day.
Well, they only do like a half an hour, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 episodes down, just like that.
So true. They forced me to watch 5 episodes.
Yeah. So then we had the after credit scenes. A little boy, my name is T'Challa, son of King T'Challa. So that was cool, and so. Obviously, we're gonna recast the Black Panther as his kid one day, some kind of way. But you can't do a 8-year time swap because that's just be crazy. So maybe with all this time travel and shit, he's gonna come back as a grown man, like
or just like from another place. Yeah, exactly. We don't know how long or whatever. The time is flexible. It's the multiverse.
Yeah, Tiff. So that's pretty much the movie, and
that is and was the movie.
Yeah, and I really wasn't. I hope I didn't offend anybody. Talking about Chadwick Boseman's death. It happened a long time ago, and I just did not think this movie needed to dwell on his character. If you wasn't gonna put him in the movie, then let's not talk about it. Let's just move on. It's still about T'Challa and not about Chadwick Boseman, and I think this shit gets too wrapped up in that. I mean, you wanted the world to re-mourn this guy. And I just, come on, man. I was sad when he passed, but let's not go back there. For the sake of the drama of this movie.
Yeah, that seems a little cheap. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on it too much, but yeah, I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah. So
I can understand where you're coming from.
Yes, ma'am. So do you have any other thoughts other than the good and the bad and the ugly?
Oh no, I forgot. Nope, I'm ready.
You ready for the good, bad, and ugly?
I would say the good is the color in this film is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's rich, it's beautiful. So if you just want to look at it, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
The bad, I'm gonna say, is it's pretty long.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little too long.
I agree with you.
Yeah. It's a 2 hours and 44 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
And then the ugly is those Namor wings.
Yeah, there you go.
Those little flappies. Every time, here's the thing: he's supposed to be a badass. I can't take him seriously. He's flapping towards me. He's flapping.
Especially when she just ripped the shit off his ankle.
he's like flap, 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 and you're like, what? No, oh no. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I would be scared.
Get your ass out the sky.
Just spray him with some like roach spray.
Right. Flying spray. All right, so the good.
Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked up. We usually go back and forth.
Yeah, the good for me, man, was the scenes with Martin Freeman and Julia.
I love him.
Dreyfus and Shuri, and when they were in America doing that spy, kind of stuff on fighting on the city streets and stuff. That was a highlight of the movie for me. I really like that. I want to see more of that. We don't have to be in Wakanda all the time.
No, we have to be in Wakanda forever.
Well, yeah, but guess what? We didn't have to be in Wakanda the whole damn time. It was just because that stuff was more exciting for me. The street level type of stuff was dope. The bad was just the leaning on the mourning of, let's just say, Chadwick Boseman, because it really wasn't for T'Challa, man. To me, this was all about Chadwick Boseman has passed, and then we made the character pass, and then that was the tone of this whole movie. And I think that was a mistake. I think it could have been so much better if you would have just been professional and say, you know what, this happened. We mourn, everybody mourned it. And it's been some time. Let's make it great again,
Mm-hmm.
And the bad was the Namor flying CGI. It was bad, It was.
It was so bad that I think I was literally, my mouth might have opened. I might have been like,
greenlit this? Somebody said this was cool.
How did everybody not just crack up when they saw that?
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah, and the whole not Atlantean storyline, and so unnecessary to get that far in the weeds with that stuff. It was just like, I get what y'all trying to do, but it's really not that necessary. The Black Adam did it right with their Justice Society's characters. They just showed up, and it was like,
yeah, we did. And the thing about it is, it made sense because we're in this universe where superheroes exist. I don't need his mom was mean, that guy fell in a hole. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
We're accepting that these people have superpowers. Yeah. If we get to know and love them, eventually you can harken back to it in a future movie. Yep. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm done with it.
I'm with you 100%. So now the sky is gonna fall. Oh shit! So we came to do it, Tiff. We came to do it. We got it done. Mm-hmm. We do have some big plans for next week and for Patreon.
Huge.
We are putting out a fresh Patreon. Should be available Tuesday, and we're going to the movies to do more of our stuff for next week, and we'll let you guys know what happens. Yeah, we'll let you.
We're figuring it out. We're doing great.
Indeed. So, man, I'm the host of Fans of Patrol. My name is Montego. With me is my wonderful co-host, Ms. Tifflebots. Say goodbye to these goddamn people.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
And until next week, man, we will be
on
Patrol. Patrol time.